basically worship is what we do to honor God. And Manu is going to have some great thoughts on this, some teaching on this. But just in this time of worship with music, where we can worship God, I just want to encourage you just to really think about, okay, I want to enter this worship time not thinking that I want to get something out of this. I want the Lord to touch me. Come Holy Spirit, I just want an encounter with you. Just think in terms of, I want to just honor you, God. I want to praise you. I want to worship you. Everything that I'm struggling with right now, or what's on my mind, I'm going to put it a bit aside, because you are static. You're the same yesterday, today, tomorrow. You are the one that deserves to be praised, deserves to be honored, and just honor him because he's worthy of it. So enter this worship time just by thinking, okay, I'm just going to lift you up. No matter the circumstances you're in, no matter the season you're in with the Lord, whether it's good or it's actually a bit tough and you're struggling with your time with him, just enter this time being persistent and saying, I want this, Lord. I want to honor you. I want to worship you because of who you are, because you're worthy of it.
Worship is the whole universe. It's worship. We were singing just now, we join the creation, we worship with the creation. It's not just about me, it's not just little me, it's not just the church. The whole universe is worshiping God. The angels in heaven, the stars, the moon, the creation, everybody is worshiping God. So I've been looking a little bit in the Bible about worship, and there are many different words about worship. But I would like to propose a couple of those words. There is one in the New Testament, of course, and I like a lot. It sounds maybe a little spooky when you hear it, but it's Greek. It's called proskuneus. Have you ever heard about that one? You find it in different places in the New Testament, in Matthew, about 13 times, in Revelation, about 20 times, and somewhere here and there through Acts and John and so on. But what it means, proskuneus, in Greek, it means to have this attitude, this willingness to move forward with an expectation of kissing somebody. And in the gospel is, of course, moving forward with an expectation of kissing God. And I love it because there is so many different, first of all, it's romantic, and the women usually love that, but there is also different elements. There is, first of all, the willingness to move forward. And that's my first point. Are we willing to move forward? Stephen would say, learning is worship. And it's about moving forward. We don't want to just stay there where we know, where it's comfortable. We want to move forward with expectation. We have an expectation of being intimate with God, to encounter God, and we're not coming with empty-handed. We move forward with expectation of kissing Him, to be intimate with Him.
Come on, that's good, man.
Isn't it good? Yes. And there are so many places. Sometimes I'm thinking of John when he was with the disciple and had the privilege to lay his head in Jesus' breast. I thought, whoa, I wish I would be able to do the same. Guess what? You can. You can. It's the same thing when you say proskuneus. We move forward towards Jesus with the attitude, with expectation of meeting Him intimately and exchange heart to hearts. So what the video said before is, of course, I guess we all know, the object or the subject of our worship is Jesus. I don't have to preach too much about that one. I guess we all agree with that. But what we want to try today is to explore different ways of how we can do that. What we do now, usually in the auditorium, in Hebrew, you will say zamar. It's when we praise and worship with music and instruments and we sing songs to the Lord. This is one way of praising God. But if you research in the Bible, in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, there are usually 7 words, both in Hebrew and in Greek, that express variety of how we can love, praise, worship God. And I don't want to go through all of them because otherwise I'm not true to my promise, the shortest message. But there are 7. That means there is a great variety of how we can worship God. And we know in John we need to worship God in the Spirit in truth. It's about an attitude of our hearts. But when we worship God, we bring more than just the heart. We also have our body. And the video that we saw, it's funny about how we worship God. I hope nobody got offended about that one. Who carries the TV? Yeah. But why not to involve the fullness of who we have to worship God? We worship God with everything what we have. So today we want to try to do that in several different ways. So That's it. It was the end. I don't want to speak anymore. So what we do, we're gonna try that one. And remember that worship is to move forward with expectation, and learning is worship. So are you willing to move forward and to try something else? Are you? We don't push you, we encourage you.
It's been a long time coming, now I'm finally there. Resurrected with Christ, I got my hands in the air, dedicated for life before I didn't even care. I was caught in the midst of my own despair, but the Lord was near, let me into the light, took me out of the darkness that was finding my sight. Now I'm ready to fight, I'm prepared for war. Jesus is the word and the word is my sword.
Hope is the last word. Hope is the last word in my life.
The fight will lead fire till the last breath. Hey! Hey!
Det er fordi, jeg kom til at putte den grønne bare på.
So much. Sushi, do I eat it?
I made it for my first time with Snicker.
Should we just put it on?
It's quiet.